Okay, I think I did that at the same time. Hello, testing 1, 2, 3. This is me. Hello, everybody. I think I'll move you right here. This is gonna be a little awkward for me because I have no idea. I haven't made an official video in so long, but here we are. I think this is gonna be a great great podcast. I have no idea what to say right now. Man, being camera shy is a whole other. Let's just get into the podcast. Hello, one and all. Welcome back to another episode of Bathroom Thoughts. My name is Micah. I'm an influencer, podcaster, music producer, and author. And we are on video. Sorry, I'm going to be stuttering a lot because this is the first time I've been on camera officially in a few years. So it's a little awkward for me. Welcome to Bathroom Thoughts. It is an absolute honor to be starting this first video podcast with you all. It's an entirely new experience for me, since I'll be talking about all of my topics that we talk on here on Bathroom Thoughts. For those of you who are new, this is my podcast, Bathroom Thoughts, where I discuss how life isn't so black and white, and that we can, and that this is, for my podcast is where I teach you to think outside of the societal box. Oh goodness, my stuttering is horrible. Bear with me, guys. I have a point here. Welcome to Bathroom Thoughts once again. So for this podcast, I kind of just wanted to get a feel for everything. I'm recording this on an old camcorder that I just happened to find in my stash. It was my mom's, and I'm hoping that this isn't like crooked. I don't know if it's like leaning over, if it's not straight, but I'm filming right here from my room. You'll see my two posters here a bit cut off, but this is from my room. I'm all comfy. I hope you guys don't mind that I'm in my zone here, just inviting you guys into my space a little bit. But yeah, this is my room. I'm here doing just a small project here, a knitting project. I'm making some shorts. It'll be my first pair of knit shorts that I made. I was making like other crochet projects as well, but this will be the first real big knitting project that I'm doing, but that's not why we're here. Let's get back to the topic. Bathroom Thoughts. Welcome to the first video and all of its naturalness and awkwardness that I'll have for you today. Today's bathroom thought is finding the authenticity when this world is so full of fakeness and facade. Essentially, we've got into the habit of, hiding our most authentic self. And I think that's sad because a whole lot of people, especially quirky people like me, we tend to want to put on masks. And it becomes a really bad habit over time to differentiate between being that mask and being ourselves. So take for instance, you're a high schooler or have been in high school, just graduated, what have you. The most important thing to you is to fit into whatever crowd your high school has, right? So you have the typical geeks, the jocks, the people who are in the clubs and the valedictorians or whatever, right? So there's always going to be some kind of group to want to fit into, because that's what we're used to. As humans, we are used to human connection. We're used to being together in some sort of bond. So that could be through sports, that could be through different hobbies. Like me personally, I like to knit and crochet. It could be through certain communities and certain mindsets. So it all depends on what you want to fit into. And because of that, I think sometimes we tend to lose a very important authenticity within ourselves, because if there's, how do I say this? In a world that's so full of everything, so full of noise, everything that just distracts us, right? It becomes harder and harder to focus on just you and who you are. So you're listening to your friend groups, you're listening to the people you probably work with or have hung out with, like multiple times, or will hang out with in the future, or just certain groups. You're always listening to someone, but it becomes harder and harder to find your voice, because we get so focused in listening to these certain ideas, these certain mindsets, these certain restrictions that society puts on us. And in order to fit in, there always has to be something more that you're giving, something that you don't necessarily know you have, but are capable of doing because someone else is influencing you towards that direction. So with that, when you choose that path, you become less authentic to yourself, less you, and more to quote the Bible just a little bit, to go into the world and be of the world. That's how most authentic people just stop being themselves and become secluded. Now, me personally, I have experienced a bit of seclusion in myself. I'm really quirky. I come from a quirky family, and we all just like different things. But out in the world, I grew up extremely shy. I grew up not necessarily talking to a whole lot of people, and because of that, as you can see, I'm stumbling my words. I stumble my words. I get camera shy like this, and forming real genuine connections, it's harder for me personally, because I'm always thinking about what this person might be thinking about me. Like, is it negative? Is it positive? Am I being the sort of person that they need me to be in the moment? And if not, what am I doing wrong? So it's always that random thought of, can I be better? Can I do better? Can I be the mask? So it's really hard to just stay in that mindset of, hey, this is me, and if you don't like it, well, tough cookies, when this world is so doggy dog and copycat in a sense. You know, you always have to be a follower. But recently I posted a whole lot of shorts, my How to Make It series. If you're interested, the link will be down below in the description of this video. The shorts that I have for this mini series all discuss how you can be you without being into the world, without sacrificing the you that's most authentic to yourself, and not necessarily what your family or your friends or people that you hang around or have gotten influences from see in you, but what you see in you. And these videos, they're short, but they bring about a certain lightness. Like for me personally, when I watched them back, I remember being so happy and free doing short videos like that in a form where I was essentially talking to myself like I was the bigger sister. But since I'm essentially being my own best friend here, that's what I tend to watch so that I can remind myself, hey, I may not be like all these other people, but that's the whole point of me making the videos and this podcast. If I wasn't trying to be authentic in the first place, then why bother, you know? So it's always about that perspective, and then seeing outside of where you are with the people that you hang around, and where you are just by yourself when no one is in the room. Who are you when no one is in the room? I think that because most people are on the media now, and we've gotten so comfortable being, I don't want to say judgmental, but that's kind of where we are. We're at a point of where judging others is normal, where hiding behind a phone screen and making rude comments and things like that have become so normalized that it's like another Tuesday, right? People just don't have that kind of empathy anymore. And I think because we've been on the media and have gotten comfortable doing stuff like that, we just don't care for others as a community, as a neighborhood, as brother and sister. And to go off into the Bible just a little bit, we're not Christians and being Christian when it comes to being fully together and fully helping others as your most authentic self, just because you truly want to, we have lost the art of having that kind of oneness with each other. And to me, it's sad, because there's so much good that can come out of that, but this world is just so dark. It's very, very gray, and to be a little contradicting to this podcast, black and white. But that's exactly why we're here, to try and get out of the black and white mindset. So how exactly do we get out of this really weird path that we're on? Regardless of how people think about you and the things that you do, if they are the most authentic to you and they feel good to you, and that's what's feeding your spirit and your soul, then you stick with that. You keep that small light within your heart and your soul, because at the end of the day, you are the one living with yourself. And if you are not satisfied with yourself, then A, something is wrong, and B, maybe it's time to reevaluate where you are in your life and reevaluate the kind of influences that you're bringing into your circle. I've always been the kind of person that doesn't quite fit in to any certain group, because I was so shy, and I liked all these things, but I couldn't really find my set path to stick to, because I like so many different things. I like art, I like knitting, I like crocheting, I like to read, I like a whole realm of things, and things that I would love to share with all of you. And I guess finding a lane for that, I was always at a crossroads with me in the middle. So imagine me being like right here, and then path, you know what I'm saying? So there's so many places that I can go, but there's only one true path that's right for me, and that's choosing the path that I want to go down, and for me personally, that God wants me to go down. I would like to think of myself as more of a leader rather than a follower, and I'm hoping that doing these videos will spark an interest in, well, I guess bigger opportunities and greater opportunities. Of course, doing these videos might be a little bit awkward considering how I'm quirky, but outside of that, I think this will be just fine. This is an increase row. And thank you so much for watching my podcast and my video. The next episode of Bathroom Thoughts will be back in 2 weeks, and next month my experience as a 20-something will also be back. If you'd like to see more of these videos, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit the bell so you always know when I'm posting more videos, podcasts, and that's all I have for today. Again, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I hope you've gotten a little bit of insight from me. And yeah. Oh, I don't have an outro. Okay, I'm gonna stop the video now. Anyway, bye guys.